Wow! SmackDown was just like Raw on Monday. And that, my friends, is uneventful. This show sucks. This show was an absolute bore fest tonight. And this is the worst show on the wrestling week, bar none, not even close. I hate to watch SmackDown. I hate it. I hate watching SmackDown so much. Here's the thing, guys, though. I have to watch it. You guys don't. You guys can just come on here to the channel and watch me tell you guys what happened. Guys, the six-man tag team match was apparently the plan all along, or at least that's what Dave Meltzer is reporting. WWE is completely lying, not only to us, but to the dirt sheets to cover up their own asses. This show sucks. This show really sucks, and I am not looking forward to WrestleMania Backlash. Other than two matches. And we'll be live for it. We'll be live for it because it's WrestleMania Backlash. So of course we always do the pay-per-view predictions, which is going to be happening tomorrow, and then the pay-per-view live stream, the review on Sunday. So guys, don't miss out on that as well. But this is great, Bruce. Continue being the biggest numbskull in the world of professional wrestling by making a complete ass out of yourselves in the WWE and making us have to watch a non-existent, non-relevant. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant, Phil. Just make us watch an irrelevant show every single Friday night. This is the only place that you guys need to be on your Friday night, though. This is Outside the Brand. I'll talk to you guys in just a little bit. What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining me right here on Outside the Brand. This is your Friday Night SmackDown post-show for May 6, 2022. I am your host, Phil, and of course, this is Outside the Brand. Thank you so much for joining me on your Friday nights, wherever you may be. Guys, SmackDown is terrible, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just a terrible show. Like I said in the intro, SmackDown is the worst show on your entire wrestling week, and it's not even close. The current state of SmackDown is just terrible. It's terrible right now, and it's not even funny. It really isn't. Everything about this show sucks. From the roster, from the storylines, to absolutely everything that is on this show. This show is completely lifeless. We had a final face-to-face confrontation between all six men that are going to be in that six-man tag team match between the Bloodline, Drew McIntyre, and RK-Bro. And let's just say, it was very, very forgetful. It's not even really worth your time watching. It really isn't. Let's not forget about Lacey Evans. Listen, I think Lacey Evans. I'm not a big fan of Lacey Evans. I'm really not. But here's the thing. She finally showed face tonight. She finally showed back up in front of a live crowd. How was the reaction? There was barely any reaction. A very soft reaction, if that. And listen, guys, if the stories that she is saying are true, then I respect the fuck out of her. I do. Here's the thing. If everything that she is saying is true, I respect it. I respect it, and I respect her. And the thing is, honestly, I can relate to some of the stuff that she has been saying. But if it's not, and if it's a forced agenda, and if it's a forced reaction to try to get a reaction out of us fans, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. If it's real, I'm for it. Because I can relate to some of the stuff that she has said. But if it's not, bro, it's a forced agenda, and I'm not going to be standing for it. I'm not. Because you can't force this kind of shit upon us and really expect us to really do anything about it. Now, I understand and realize she is a former Marine. I believe so. So that I really do know. But all this other stuff about her parents and all that stuff, I don't know if it's real or not. If it is, I respect the fuck out of her. But if I don't and it's a forced agenda, I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not. And I don't think it's really going to last that long for a gimmick like this, or really the fans aren't even really going to get behind it because of the fact of the reaction that we had tonight. It was very lukewarm. It was absolutely not, it was existent, but it was terrible. Like, it was terribly soft. People are not interested in this. People are not interested in this by a long shot. And the thing is, it's gonna suck for Lacey Evans when she finally figures that out. And then she's gonna have to go through another repackaging. And then what else can she do as a former Marine and all that kind of stuff? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. But if it is all true, I respect the hell out of her. I respect the hell out of everybody in the company. I respect the hell out of everybody in professional wrestling. It's just, if you're going to give us a forced agenda like this, don't. Just don't. Just don't give us a forced agenda, because we'll tell you like it is one way or another. The fans are going to tell you like it is. The fans are going to tell you if they like it. The fans are going to tell you if they suck, if you suck at it, or if they just don't care. Okay? So that's all I have to say about that. What's going on, everybody in the chat? I see Josh. I see Phenom. I see King. I see King Uno. King Uno from TikTok. That's awesome, bro. Love that you're here. If you are not a subscriber already, please click that subscribe button and join the OTB family. Guys, moving on to some other things on the show tonight. Ronda and Charlotte started off the show, and man, was it absolutely terrible. I told you guys right from the very beginning that Charlotte and Ronda was going to be an absolute failure, and it has been from the very beginning. It has been. Gulak, Drew Gulak, and Aaliyah are now on the budget cut list for Bruce Pritchard, Vince McMahon, Nick Khan, and the rest of the stooges over there in WWE. Here's the thing. I hate that I'm predicting releases now. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But the thing is, you see it. You see it coming. You see it coming. I see it coming. Aaliyah and Drew Gulak are going to be on that list. They're going to be on that list because of how much they bury those superstars each and every single time. Aaliyah did not get a ring entrance. Drew Gulak, he got an entrance, but man, did he get fucking annihilated by Walter tonight. Which, when he was wrestling Walter, I should say, the fans were chanting USA. So he's got dang foreign gimmicks, man. They have a very high ceiling. They have a very low ceiling, I should say. A low ceiling. They're low ceilings, not high ceilings. They have a very low ceiling, and it's already getting to the fans. And it's not working. It's not working whatsoever. Now, it sucks. It sucks that I'm legitimately predicting talent releases nowadays, but you see it coming, just like I do. Usually, we do a SmackDown and AEW Rampage post-show, but I missed Rampage due to work. I was still at work while Rampage was on. As we all know, Rampage was on at 5:30 p.m. EST tonight, so wherever that was in your time zone, you probably got a chance to watch it. I didn't. I didn't get a chance to watch it. You guys can tell me what happened in the chat below. I heard the Jay Lethal and that DDT wrestler had a very good match, so I might have to go watch that. I believe Riho advanced to get into the tournament over Yuka Sakazaki, so I believe that was pretty good. I heard the women's tag team match between Ruby and Toni Storm, Ruby Soho and Toni Storm rather, versus Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. I heard that was a phenomenal match, so I might actually have to go back and watch that. And then, what was that? Oh, Hook. I believe Hook was in action. I miss my boy Hook. Hook was probably great. Hook was probably great against JD Drake. So I probably just went through all the matches that happened on the show tonight, but I might have to go back and watch it if it was a good show. You guys can tell me in the live chat if it's worth the watch again, if it's worth the going back to watch it again. and hopefully you just tell me what you guys think about Rampage in the comments below. Yes, Josh, I did shave. It was just getting way too crazy up in this facial region, so I will. I have to shave whenever I can because if it's getting too crazy, I it just looks bad. So I have to. What's going on, Beast Mode? How are you? If you have not joined the OTP family, click that subscribe button and turn on the bell for all notifications. That way you never miss when we go live. Guys, what we are going to be doing is we're just going to be going over SmackDown tonight. I hope you guys enjoy the show for what it is tonight. God, I really hope when school is over, everybody will be back here in full force. Lobs told me that he is going to be back very, very soon. When he is done with graduation and everything like that. He says he's going to be back very soon. I don't know about the rest of OTP. I might actually have to talk about everybody because, everybody has their own schedules and everything like that. So we'll talk and everything, see who can come on the podcast, see who can't. But we will get back into the swing of things. And it won't just be my ugly mug every single week or every single almost a day here on OTP. But guys, follow me on social media if you have not already. @PhillyMatt_ is where you guys can find me on pretty much all social media platforms. That's Twitter and Instagram for sure. And you guys can follow me on TikTok at that exact same handle. For the rest of the people that are here on OTB, said he is coming tonight. Cool. Is he watching Rampage right now, Tanya? Because there's like 4 minutes left technically if he's watching Rampage right now. You let me know, Tanya, in the chat. But follow me on TikTok @PhillyMatt_. Follow everybody else on TikTok as well. All the links are down in the description below. You guys can go check out all those amazing other content creators for OTB in the description below. If you guys missed anything on the channel as of late when it comes to other live streams, you guys can go check out the stuff that you may have missed all on the homepage of the channel. You got our Monday Night Raw review and our SmackDown reviews right now, Phil. The AEW Dynamite review, all on the channel for you guys to enjoy if you have not already. Oh, he had it recorded. I got you. So you guys can go check out any of the videos that you may have missed on the channel or past weeks here on OTB. So you guys can go do that. Those videos are all on the homepage of the channel. Make sure you guys go support the podcast in any other ways that you can as well, especially by going through our merchandise store. Bonfire.com is the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. You guys can go get t-shirts, hoodies, and more on Bonfire.com. Finally, before we get into tonight's show, I want you guys to go support the channel or any of the other wrestling TikTok channels that we all know and love. Axel, Lewis, Alex, Mitri, everybody that's pretty much a part of the Wrestling Chop Shop. You guys can go support their channel as well. Everybody in wrestling TikTok is absolutely phenomenal, and I applaud you guys if you guys continue to support everybody here on Wrestling TikTok. You guys are the best people, and you guys are the best supporters in the world. Seriously. So thank you guys so much. Let's get right in to the SmackDown post show right here on Outside the Brand. Man, that was a good intro, wasn't it, guys? That was a good intro. I'm getting better at this thing each and every single time. Woo! All right, guys. Let's get right into this show. One of the most uneventful SmackDowns I have seen in a very, very long time. But regardless, okay. Okay. Wait. Before we get into SmackDown, apparently a TNT title match is announced for next week's Rampage. I did not see this. Dan Lambert and Man of the Year, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky are on Rampage. Let's change some words. Frankie Kazarian. Okay, so it looks like Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky are going at it for the TNT title next week. Okay. And then Ruby Soho versus Riho looks like it's going to be on Rampage for the quarterfinal match. Okay. Okay, so those two matches are set for next week on Rampage. Not bad, not bad. If you guys want, here's the thing. Before while we wait for Nate, if anything, next week on Rampage, right? So while we wait for Nate, you guys want to go over this bracket? Because I got the full bracket for the women's tournament right now. We went over the men's tournament on Wednesday. You guys want to see the women's tournament right now? Because I can totally do that for you guys. I have it all pulled up right here. I just have to put the overlay on. You guys let me know in the chat right now. I'll wait for you guys to type in the chat and everything, and we can possibly go over the predictions for the tournament. All right, I got one yes from Josh. So if everybody else is in agreement, we can totally get that for you. King says yes. Tanya said yeah. All right, you guys are pretty much all in agreement here. All right, let's get right into it. Women's tournament right here. You guys are gonna not see my face, but that is okay. You guys can still hear me. What up, Jorge? All right, man. This is a great tournament, guys. This is a great tournament. Just like the Owen Hart men's tournament, we got a Joker. And this is going to be awesome because I got 3 possible names for you guys. Technically 4, if you guys really want to hear them. But let's go over everything else on the Owen Hart Cup tournament for the women. We got Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter. We all know that match has been built up for weeks as the first match that was announced for the tournament. This is going to be great. Toni Storm, Jamie Hayter, 2 of the best women on the AEW roster. Those 2 are absolutely going to kill it. I think Toni Storm, though, moves on into the semifinals. Riho versus Ruby Soho. I think that's going to be a great match as well. Riho is honestly very underrated in this women's division. She just does not get used all that much. And Ruby Soho, even though she's been used on Dark like countless times, pretty much most of her career here in AEW, Ruby Soho is phenomenal at what she does. I'm going to go with Ruby Soho to advance into the semifinals over Riho. Red Velvet versus Hikaru Shida. It's going to be a great match. I love Red Velvet. I love Shida. Those 2 are phenomenal at what they do. Red Velvet, a part of the baddies, as you guys know, with Kiera Hogan and Jamie. Yeah, I said Jamie Hayter. And Jade Cargill. But with that being said, I think Shida moves on into the semis, and we're going to get Ruby versus Shida in there. Now let's talk about this match, because this match has a ton at stake. Britt Baker, DMD, versus the Joker. Now I got 4 names. For you guys. And I'm going to reveal my face for you guys so I can put a face to these names. Okay. First name. The recently free agent, Candice LeRae. So Josh, I see your point there. Candice LeRae at number 4. Number 3, Tegan Knox. What does she go by now? Because she doesn't go by Tegan Knox anymore. She goes by Nixon Noel. That's it. Nixon Noel, otherwise known as Tegan Knox from NXT. Number 2. So that was my third choice. Number 2, I just legitimately listed this. Let me look in the OTB chat because they were all talking about it here as well. Mia Yim. Obviously she is the wife of Keith Lee, former WWE NXT superstar, now in AEW. Mia Yim could easily be a part of this as well. But my number one person to be the Joker here in the Owen Hart Cup Foundation tournament, Athena, otherwise known as Ember Moon to those that know her from WWE. Athena is legitimately the only person that I want as the Joker. You guys can introduce those other three women that I named at any other point in the company's history or any other point in AEW. You guys can. But Athena, after everything that she has been through since her release, after the interview that she had with Chris Van Vliet, which we will go over, by the way. I will go over that probably for next Tuesday's talk. I wanted to do it for this Tuesday's talk, but Tuesday was a complete disaster for me. That's why there was no upload. But Athena is legitimately the only person. Ember Moon should literally be the only person on people's minds when it comes to the Joker, because that person, that woman right there, has gone through so much, and seeing her in AEW would just make my heart melt for her. That would be absolutely awesome. That's interesting, Jorge, because that's honestly kind of where I see that going as well. So going back into the bracket here, I have Athena winning against Dr. Britt Baker and to move on into the semis, but I have Toni Storm beating Athena. I have Toni Storm beating the Joker to move on into the finals. I have a Ruby Soho versus Toni Storm finals match. Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Ruby Soho and Toni Storm team up tonight? If I'm not mistaken, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe they teamed up tonight against Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. So that would kind of be, and Chris Jericho, I believe, from what I hear, because I've seen clips on Twitter and everything. Chris Jericho was even talking about strange bedfellows with Toni Storm and Ruby Soho, being on opposite sides of the bracket, which they are, and them teaming up tonight against two people that they know very well as pretty much them being in the tournament with them. So they have this strange bedfellows thing going on, as well as just being on the separate sides of the tournament. We could possibly be seeing those two that teamed up tonight, which thank you guys for the confirmation, going up against each other in the finals. So that's what I'm predicting. I'm predicting Toni Storm and Ruby Soho to go into the finals of this tournament, and whoever wins that match, I honestly don't care, because that's going to be a great match regardless, and I love both women. I do. Now, usually the Jokers coming on into this thing, usually the Jokers could possibly go in to the tournament and win it. I'm not saying that Athena can't win this tournament. I honestly think we could see an Athena Ruby Soho final. I'm thinking Ruby Soho goes to the finals regardless here, but it's either going to be Toni Storm or the Joker that goes into the finals on that side of the bracket. Because Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker, they have their own thing going on. So I think it's either Toni Storm or the Joker on the left side, but Ruby Soho is an easy thing, an easy choice for the finals on the right side. So you guys let me know in the comments below and in the live chat what you guys think about all of that. And you guys let me know your predictions as well in the live chat below as well. Now, I kind of went over a little bit of Rampage, right? I mean, it's obviously not a full-fledged review, but I went over a little bit of Rampage tonight. And plus, you guys helped me out with that, so thank you so much. I might actually have to go back and watch a full replay of AEW Rampage because of you guys saying that it was pretty good. So I'll probably go do that after I end the stream tonight. But we're going to get right into Friday Night SmackDown, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed what you have heard so far. If you guys did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I haven't. Okay. Yo, Nate, what's up, boy?
What's up? What's up?
I heard from Tanya that you just finished watching Rampage.
Yeah.
That's cool. We kind of just went over the Owen Hart women's tournament in the bracket because I had the bracket pulled up. But
Mhm.
if you want, we can just go over it again just real quick. I already gave my predictions for the finals, but you can do yours as well. This is a great tournament, though, dude. It really is. I feel like every match here is going to be a great match, and I love how Tony Khan really made this tournament feel special for both men and women. What did you think of both of these tournament brackets, man? I think all of them are great.
Yeah, I like the men's tournament bracket a lot. Um this women one, I didn't think that they would put Red Velvet against Hikaru Shida. I thought it would have been somebody else against Hikaru Shida. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But yeah, both of these tournaments seem like they're going to be great. The Joker for the women's, I still have no idea. I actually watched a little bit of the podcast before I hopped on here, and I saw that you were talking about Athena, and I said I wasn't even really thinking about Athena. I completely forgot. I was thinking Mia Yim, or maybe like Candice LeRae, because Candice LeRae
She just got
contract,
recently released. Yeah,
yeah,
not released, but
just
contract.
expired today. So yeah, I was thinking Candice
It's
LeRae.
either the four names that I mentioned: Candice, Athena, Tegan, Knox, or Mia Yim, because obviously
Yeah,
Keith Lee is in AEW as well.
yeah.
So
I said Mia Yim. I thought that was gonna be the Joker, and then I thought about it, and I was like, maybe Candice LeRae because her contract just expired today too. I completely forgot about Athena. So um, thanks for reminding me there. But as
I'm honestly kind of
far as
waiting for it after everything that she's
yeah,
been through.
as far as the finals go, I want to say Britt Baker in the finals again,
Okay.
but I'm not sure just because she just recently lost the title. Um, I would say Ruby, I say Ruby against Britt, and probably Ruby winning the whole tournament.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's honestly not a bad pick at all. I'm either like here's the thing. I have like two like potential finals here when it comes to this. I think Ruby Soho is going to go to the finals regardless on the right side.
hmm
Um, Nothing against Riho, Red Velvet, or Rashida. I just think all those three women really have other things going on, or just well, pretty much that. They just have other things going on. I think Ruby Soho is kind of not an easy into the finals, but I think out of those four names, Soho is the one that really just jumps out.
yeah,
I think it's either going to be Tony Storm or the Joker that gets into the finals for this one, for that left side. Um, Mainly because I believe on Rampage, and I did get confirmation from the chat, so thank you guys so much. Tony Storm and Ruby Soho teamed up tonight,
yeah.
and they and Chris Jericho, because I do see clips on Twitter. I was still at work while Rampage was going on. God dang, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, I was
Um,
like, I'm not even gonna watch it. I said I'm just gonna wait until after SmackDown, which we did. So
so Tony Storm and Ruby Soho were teaming up tonight against Jamie and Britt. And Chris Jericho said on commentary or whatever that it's kind of like a strange bedfellows thing going on because those two are on opposite sides of the bracket and they're teaming up tonight. So that's kind of weird to bring up there, but it's true. I can totally see a Tony Storm and Ruby Soho final, and whoever wins that, I don't care because I love those two women, and I think those two women would kill it in the finals. Um, Especially because I believe, well, both finals are going to be happening at Double or Nothing. So that's a great Double or Nothing match right there.
yeah,
And then either the Joker and Ruby Soho, because I'd love to see Athena in the finals personally, but I'm really kind of cashing in on Athena being the Joker. I, that's just me, but if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, whoever the Joker is, I'm going to be happy for them regardless. It's going to be a great tournament, though, and I think the men's and women's tournament are really looking special.
Yeah.
And the finals for Double or Nothing are going to look really, really good, regardless whoever comes out on top for both men and women.
Yeah, I agree.
If you guys think that, oh God, listen, I didn't even really watch NXT that much. Whoever these druids are, like fucking Gacy now becoming like the goddamn like creepy, like he's nothing like the Undertaker, but he's bringing out these druids like the goddamn Taker. I honestly don't care. That's kind of why we don't really do NXT reviews anymore, because honestly, I just don't give a shit about the product because this show sucks. Not this show. Outside the brands, great. NXT, we get more views here than on NXT at times. But yeah, NXT is pretty bad. But if you want to answer it, my man, you can. Who do you think these druids are that are attacking Braun Breaker?
Yeah, I don't know. Freaking Tyler Breeze and Fandango. I don't know.
Tyler Breeze and Fandango, the recently released Fashion Police. Not recently released. They were released a while ago.
Yeah,
but but regardless, guys, shoot, I still had to bracket up. My bad. There you go. Now you see our beautiful faces. But guys, we're gonna get right into the Friday Night SmackDown review tonight. Like I said, usually we do a Rampage and Friday Night SmackDown review kind of conjoined. But really, all that really mattered on the show tonight was getting the bracket for the women. I heard the Jay Lethal match was pretty good, so I might have to go back and watch that. I might honestly have to go back and watch the entire Rampage, because apparently we had some good stuff on there tonight. So we'll see. And I heard that tag match between all those four ladies in the tournament was phenomenal. So
yeah, it was really good. And then your guy Hook.
Oh yeah, my guy Hook. I heard he killed Drake, JD Drake tonight. So that was awesome.
Was like, there's no way that just happened, bro. Man, he reversed JD Drake into a sleeper hold.
The Red Rum, yep. The Red Rum.
Tapped him out, and I'm like, there's no way.
He tapped him out before he could even lay on his back. Man, I saw on Twitter.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, well, I said, I already know that Phil is going to talk about this on the podcast.
Man, the Red Rum, man. You do not want to get into the Red Rum, Nate, because you're tapping out regardless. You're tapping out regardless. NXT is out one family member that you tolerate just in case they're her family. King, you are 100% correct. We haven't seen Dolph Ziggler and Rude on Raw in a while. You're 100% correct, Tanya. I kind of predicted two noticeable names for Nick Khan's budget cut list. I would never want to add more people on that list, but Dolph and Rude, we have not seen them in quite some time. Hook deserves a title shot. Guys, he is only 22 years old. No, calm down on the Hook title shot stuff.
Stop. Wait, who said that? Josh? Yeah.
Josh, yeah.
It was Josh, yeah. Stop, Josh.
Calm down on the Hook title shot stuff. He is only 22 years old. He is going to be fine. He will be a champion in this company, but you can't put him straight for a championship just yet, because it's obviously not going to work for Nate, and it's obviously not going to, well, it would work for a lot of people, but you can't just straight shoot him. But let's get right into the Friday Night SmackDown post-show review, guys. I already did the entire spiel of following us on TikTok. You missed the merch, dude, but I'll do it again. Bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand, and it's
get the merch.
There you go, the merch. But yeah, guys, so you guys can go check out that. All the stuff is down in the description anyway, so you guys can go check that out whenever you may do so. All right, so let's get right into it. At ringside, you better have they didn't upload their they didn't upload their SmackDown results, guys. So we're probably gonna have to go through this. Let's look at it through Bleacher Report. Why not, guys? God dang it, Ringside News. You know I use you. You know I use you. Like I use you every time. And they just don't see. Obviously, even Ringside News didn't even care about SmackDown tonight because they don't even have their article out on them. But yeah, guys. So
yeah, SmackDown wasn't really all that great.
SmackDown was terrible, guys. Yeah. I told you at the beginning of the show, Friday is the worst for your wrestling week when it comes to professional wrestling. It is terrible. At least half of it is, because SmackDown is terrible. Rampage, you get some good stuff there. It's just only an hour. We started off the night, match-wise, we started off with what was supposed to be Charlotte versus Aaliyah. Now, this shit was fucking disgusting. It was disgustingly bad. Aaliyah did not even get an entrance. And Charlotte over here, she's saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna pretend that you're Ronda tonight. Hi Ronda. Smack, smack." And Aaliyah walks up to her like very confused, like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then smack, right in the face. Aaliyah, you could not have thought that it was going to be a cheap shot right there? I'm going to call this shit out because it sounds stupid, bro. There is nothing about that entire first segment that was going to make me believe that any of this was going to be great. Nothing here. And don't even get me started on that pull apart Raw between Ronda and Charlotte. That shit was terrible.
Yeah.
Like, all of this was bad. And I told you guys right from the very beginning, this shit was going to suck. Ronda, Charlotte, not a good feud. And it hasn't been. From the very beginning. Charlotte wanted Ronda before Ronda got to Becky Lynch. This is what you fucking get. Are you happy? I'm not. How do you give this a B? Oh my god. Bleacher Report be reaching on these grades, giving it a B. My goodness. But dude, this was absolutely terrible. Aaliyah didn't even get an entrance.
Yeah, I was confused about that too. I'm like, I said, she's already in the ring. I'm like, she didn't even get an entrance. And then Ronda freaking comes out and the match don't even happen.
It doesn't happen.
I'm like, oh, here we go. So, fantastic way to start off Raw, ladies and gentlemen. Raw.
The only thing that kind of actually had me interested was Pat McAfee, because, quote, is that Jamie Noble? Is that Jamie Noble?
Yeah, I said that too. I said, Pat is really into this, bro. I said, that's the only thing that made it, like, a little bit better, was that Pat was, like, screaming his head off about it.
Pat was making the little things seem like the most important things in the entire world, and that is absolutely phenomenal. I love Pat McAfee and what he does, and the guy's just absolutely great. They have an I Quit match this Sunday at the pay-per-view. We'll go over our predictions tomorrow on Outside the Brand, because that's when we will be doing our OTB predictions for that show. And yeah, man, I Quit match. This is gonna be a fucking bumpy ride during goddamn WrestleMania Backlash. I hate even calling it WrestleMania Backlash. I hate it.
WrestleMania
I hate it.
Backlash.
I hate calling it that, dude. uh, oh, here's do they really only do the matches, do they? They only have the matches for this. Hold on. I believe. Okay, yes. Here we go. Come on, Fightful. There you go. Wait, no. You didn't. You didn't get that right. God dang it. I'm gonna try to find this, guys, because I need a little bit more than this. Okay. They have spoilers for the Go Home show to Ringside News, so that's fine. The next thing that they have on here was the Sasha Banks and Shayna Baszler match. Listen, guys. Sasha Banks and Shayna Baszler. I love both of these women to death. I love Sasha. We all know we all love Sasha here. I think everybody here on Outside the Brand loves Sasha Banks.
I definitely love Sasha.
Some more than others, honestly. Especially if you see the way that people talk about her. And yes, she is a very attractive woman, but Mikaze has her. We try to respect Mikaze as much as we possibly can here because Mikaze is great. And Shayna Baszler, she's phenomenal at what she does. It's just that Shayna Baszler has not been to the fullest potential ever since coming up to the main roster. This match is bad. And it wasn't because of the time that they got. It wasn't because of the people outside the ring. It's just the way that they build this shit up. Naomi, I believe it was Naomi and Natalya last week.
Yep.
So yeah, they obviously have to have the other two members that weren't in the match last week have a match this week. I hate the way they build up tag matches, bro. And the thing is, we get a SmackDown. I keep calling them the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It's not. It's the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. See, I fucking hate the titles, so I'm not gonna even call them right. They have to have the other people involved that were not involved last week in a match this week. And the thing is, I've never liked the way they build tag matches, but we have the tag team title match next week. Let's just get Sasha, get Naomi to retain the titles next week and just be done with this shit, right?
All right.
I can't even really go over what happened here in the match. I obviously Sasha Banks. Wait, no, Shayna Baszler won this match, if I'm not mistaken. She won this match due to help with Natalya. Holding her feet on the ropes, I believe.
Yep.
You're having Charlotte. I mean, not Charlotte. You're having Shayna Baszler pin Sasha Banks, a champion, on the show a week before their title match. I hate champions losing, bro. I hate it. I don't like it. There's nothing good about this. And see what happens next week. They don't even have a match on WrestleMania Backlash. There's only 6 matches on the card, bro. You could have easily filled stuff in. But, I don't know. Let's see what Bleacher Report gave this just for shits and giggles. A C+. Yeah, I think you're even reaching with that. Honestly. I'd give it a C- at best. So yeah, this was but the thing is, Pat McAfee going at it again, with these incredible lines. No, not the future endeavor stomp. McAfee.
Man, when I heard that, I was like, the future endeavor stomp. I'm like, did he really just say that?
Yes. And the thing is, that's exactly what they call it too. They call like the arm bending thing, and then her stomping on the elbow to like force the impact and everything. She calls that the future endeavor stomp.
Wow.
Because the last time she did that stomp, it was to Nia Jax.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now.
And then the next week, Nia Jax got released.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then she said, all right, well, I guess I'm calling it the Future Endeavor. I guess I'm calling it the Future Endeavor stomp now. So you better not get hit with that stomp, guys, because if you are, you're going to get fired the next week.
And if Sasha gets fired, I'm done watching WWE.
It's a terrible thing to say, I know, guys, but seriously, like the last time we saw her do that was when Nia Jax got released. But yeah, so they gave it a C plus. I think you're reaching a little bit there, but that's just me. We then had, I believe, oh yeah, that's right, Happy Talk with Madcap Moss. This shit is fucking disgusting. I despise Corbin. I despise this feud. Every single time somebody tries to break out of a tag team or just tries to break out in the singles competition, their first fucking feud has to be with Baron Corbin. Why? Why? I don't get it. What is it with Baron Corbin that has to be the first feud for everybody? I believe everybody. You name somebody on any roster. Yep, their first feud is Baron Corbin. It happens so frequently, bro. It's so frequent. And the thing is, Corbin's not even all that good. Well, now he's not all that good. I liked him when he was kind of the lone wolf stuff and back in NXT, kind of. But I never really enjoyed him.
Yeah. I can't stand Baron Corbin. but I will admit though, like the Happy Talk was bad, but some of those jokes by Madcap Moss made me laugh. And
Moss is the only good part about this.
And I'm like, that's rare because like we heard some of Madcap's jokes in the past, and I'm like, yeah, they're all terrible. But actually tonight, like some of those actually made me laugh. I think it was just because they were towards Corbin, which was why it made me laugh. But
yeah, I believe one of the jokes was he was making fun of the whole lone wolf thing, but he was like doing bald wolf Corbin or something like that, some bald wolf. But because apparently because wolves have hair and obviously Corbin doesn't now. I was doing just for shits and giggles again. Oh, what did they grade all of this? A D. They graded Happy Talk a D. They put the Drew Gulak and Walter match in the same kind of thing because it happened legitimately right after that. Drew Gulak is going to be released. Guys, I just want to let you guys are aware. He's going to get released. Like I said, I hate predicting future endeavors and just releases nowadays, but you see it coming. And Drew Gulak, who is a phenomenal athlete at what he does, he is great in the ring and everything in between, but he's going to get released. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The man's career is done in WWE. And it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame, dude. Seriously.
Yeah. I kind of said that too during the live. I'm like, yeah, I have a feeling that he's done. I was actually surprised that they had actually had him have a match, but I was like, yeah, he's pretty much done.
So they gave this Drew Gulak and Walter match, who, by the way, came out to USA chants and USA chants during the match as well. They gave this a C plus mainly because of just Walter's domination. They obviously still didn't like it, but due to Walter's domination throughout the entire match and just Walter being Walter, they gave him a little bit of a better grade. Walter's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not calling him the other name, so don't even type it in the chat. Walter's great. Don't get me wrong. But the thing is, he's here's the thing, and it always happens when it comes to these foreign characters and foreign like gimmicks and all this stuff. It happened with Rusev, and it's gonna happen to pretty much anybody else that is gonna have these types of gimmicks. If you're coming out to USA chants, it's not looking good for you. It's not. And the thing is, Walter was never even like that kind of a heel. He was never that kind of a heel. He wasn't even really a heel at all because everybody loves Walter.
Yeah.
So he's coming out to USA chants now, and everybody's chanting USA during his matches. That's not a good look, guys. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but to me, that's just not a good look. Like, I don't get it. Like, I mean, that's not a good look for him, Nate. If he's already coming out to USA chants when he's never really been that kind of a character.
Yeah, true. I wasn't. Now that you said that, I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of predicting when John Cena comes back, he's going to fight Walter now.
You know what? I can honestly see that.
Yeah.
I can honestly see that. I don't want it to turn into like a whole USA versus. Wait, where's he from again?
Germany.
I don't want it to turn into that kind of a thing again because that's what happened with Rusev, and we all know what happened there. I believe that feud was going after like the whole United States title. I believe it was WrestleMania 31, but but I don't want it to turn into that. But I can totally see where you're coming from with that. Do you think we can see Walter versus Cena at SummerSlam because he's predicted to come back at SummerSlam?
Probably. I was about to say that give Walter enough time to like actually build up on the roster.
Yeah.
So I could probably see that happening.
Walter versus McIntyre, I can totally see that happening too. If McIntyre is still not going after Roman, throughout the rest of the months heading into that UK show, give me Walter versus McIntyre at that UK show. You're good to go. I know everybody wants McIntyre versus Reigns at that UK show, but if you want Walter in a match at that UK show, you put him against McIntyre. It's really the match that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do with Roman, but he'd have to defend the title. But we'll see there. Walter's great, don't get me wrong, but him coming out to USA chants is not a good look, and he was never that kind of a heel or babyface anyway. Hopefully things can turn around for the guy, but that does not take anything away from him. The guy is phenomenal. He killed Drew Gulak tonight. So much so that in the next few weeks we could possibly be seeing Drew Gulak's name on that list for budget cuts, and it's sad to say, but it's kind of true.
Yeah.
Up next, I believe we had. Yep, that's right, the tables match. Oh, that's right. Theory does want a match with Cena at SummerSlam. And I can see that too, honestly. Yeah. From what's been out there right now, Theory does want a match with Cena at SummerSlam. We'll see what happens. Either way, Cena is going to be involved in SummerSlam one way or another. We're just gonna have to figure out what the best place for him is, because it's either I can either see Walter, or I can honestly kind of see Theory too. So we'll see what happens there. Tables match. Kofi and Xavier versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland. I'm going to be completely honest, dude. I didn't even really care about this shit. It's a tables match, and I don't even care about this. I love tables.
We all love tables, Phil.
But tables match. And didn't Bitch come back here tonight too?
Yeah.
The Bitch came back tonight.
Like the match was pretty okay.
Yeah.
Like the match was good. It's just that like it got ruined by freaking Pete Dunne.
It got ruined by Dunne.
It got ruined by Pete Dunne coming up out of nowhere.
Like it was not that bad of a match, guys, and don't get me wrong, but Sheamus and Ridge Holland, I believe, picked up the win in this match, and it was obviously due to Butch and everything, but Pete Dunne, listen, he's either going to be known as Scrappy Doo, like my guy JD calls him, or he's going to be known as Bitch. Okay, so it's either going to be Scrappy Doo because he gotta let him at him, or he's going to be known as Bitch, or the 1940 Paperboy. Whatever you guys want me to call him. It's either one of those three names. So I hate it. I honestly hate the way that they've done Pete Dunne. It's disgusting. But regardless, Sheamus and Ridge Holland won. Bitch is back. New Day. They're not even known as New Day anymore. Can we please just get this off my TV? Please. They've been feuding for months. Get it off.
I was about to say, who else are they going to have to face? I was about to say, they can face the Usos, but, really
where's Los Lotharios? Where are the Viking Raiders? Where?
Viking Raiders are in NXT.
They're in fucking NXT. Why? Who the fuck knows and who the fuck cares? But like, no tag division, guys. No tag division. And yeah, the 6-man tag was the plan all along, thanks to Dave Meltzer. Fuck that shit. You need to merge the divisions. I can't fucking stand it, guys. I really can't. And they gave this match a B. And here's the thing. Honestly, I'd give it a B minus, probably. It was not that bad of a match. I just don't care about the feud anymore.
Right.
I just don't care. It was not a bad match by any means, but I just don't care. Okay. Here comes another quote from Pat McAfee, so get ready, guys. Son of a bitch! Butch was under the ring the whole damn time! McAfee shrieked as the rapid third member of the SC Boys emerged from weeks long of being gone from SmackDown. Pat McAfee is the GOAT, okay? Pat McAfee is fucking phenomenal at what he does. Don't at me. And then we had the Lacey Evans segment.
Oh, yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about right here.
Here's the thing. If this is all fucking true, Nate, I give all the respect in the world to this woman. I respect everybody in wrestling because of what they do. If this is real, good for her to get through this shit, because I can honestly kind of relate to some of the stuff that she's gone through. If it's true. If it's not, oh boy, do we have some questions. Dude, I don't know, man.
That's not even what I wanted to really talk about on that.
Well, I know, but yeah.
what I didn't get, Phil, was that they had her cut the same exact promo, you know what I'm saying, for the last few weeks. And then all of a sudden, I forgot her name, the ring announcer, Ricochet's
Yeah,
girlfriend,
right.
um, comes up out of nowhere. What a heartfelt message by
What
Lacey
was
Evans.
that shit?
And as that heartfelt message has been received, we just want to let you guys know that Lacey Evans is here tonight. Lacey Evans, come on out. Lacey Evans, come on out for like 2 seconds. Yeah. And then it cuts directly to the Sami Zayn match. I'm like, what was the point of having her come out?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Lacey Evans comes out. She comes out to new theme music. She's pretty much. It's the same fucking shit, honestly. She was kind of doing this whole military shit thing before. She was just calling everybody nasties. Now she's not calling anybody nasties anymore, but she's just having this sob story each and every single time. And she got on the steel part of the barricade tonight, standing on top of it, while a fan was legitimately holding her legs to stay still. Um, and then and then she waves, and then she leaves. She fucking leaves. I I I didn't expect a match, honestly. I really didn't expect a match. I know a lot of people did.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I didn't expect the match either. I just thought that she was going to talk a little bit more after that. I didn't know that she was going to just come out, wave hi, and then just leave. Like I thought
yeah.
it was going to be a little bit more.
But yeah. In all seriousness, guys, I don't really like here. I shouldn't say I don't like Lacey Evans. I don't think she's really all that good of a professional wrestler, but that does not give me but that doesn't really dispute the fact of me not liking her as a person. I think she's probably a phenomenal person outside the ring. Like I said, if she's going through all this stuff outside the ring and all the stuff that she is saying in these promos are true, I give 100% credibility to her because she went through a lot. If all of this is true, and nobody can take that away from her because she fought through all of that to get here. Fine, but Nate, I'm telling you right now, if this is a false agenda to try to get sympathy for her, what a terrible fucking way to do it, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I would never want to call anybody's life story a fucking false reality. But if any of this part is, if any of all this shit is, dude, that's the new low, even for WWE.
Yeah.
I understand and realize she was a former Marine. I know that. Obviously, that's true, and we all know that's true. Like, that's obviously been well documented. But with everything about her parents, moving around all the time, all this stuff, if it is true, I applaud her and I respect her. But I just don't like it. If it is a false agenda and if it is just trying to get sympathy for her, I don't like it. I don't. And I'm not going to stand for it, honestly, if it is.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, if you guys think it's true and everything, and then if you guys, I would never want to just go on the internet, type all this shit about Lacey Evans, seeing if it's true, because that's not my business. And honestly, if like again, if it is true, good for her to get through all that. I just don't know, man. It's WWE. They've done strange shit before, dude. It's not totally out of their own possibility.
Right.
I don't know, guys, but that's just my thoughts on it. You guys let me know in the comments in the live chat. Let me know your thoughts on all of this. We'll see what happens going on through. She will have to have a first match. She'll have to have her first match back. Against who? Probably against Shotzi. Knowing WWE, and she'll get jobbed out.
Yeah, or Leah, some.
What? You think Lacey Evans going up against Charlotte Flair first? No. 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 What? You're thinking she's going up against Ronda Rousey? No. No. Lacey Evans is going to be in a squash match whenever she gets her first match back. And then whoever she squashes, that's going to be the next person on the list. Sami Zayn versus Nakamura. I don't know what to say. Sami Zayn trying to get some credibility back since losing to Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania. I don't know, man. I don't know. Was it a bad match? I don't think it was a bad match by any means. But this was once a 5-star match from NXT TakeOver Dallas, now a complete bore fest on SmackDown.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, that match didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Also, like the crowd interaction with Shinsuke, like it was trash. Like they weren't.
There was
even,
nothing.
Yeah, it was absolutely nothing. They weren't even doing like Pat was doing everything, and I'm like, oh
he even
my
said
God.
he even said it's not the same without you, Boogs. So like so even he knows Boogs is all the act here.
Yeah.
That's it. It's nothing against Nakamura, but Boogs is the entire act. And it sucks that he got injured at WrestleMania, but it's the nature of the business.
Yeah.
This is becoming your finisher, running away from your opponents, said Pat McAfee, while Sami Zayn was on the outside of the ring, as he was running away. Shinsuke, I believe, did win, but by countout, right? No, Sami Zayn won by countout because they were doing their thing, and Sami Zayn got. He manipulated some stuff and he got in the ring just before the count of 10. So Sami Zayn won this. Says he's got his credibility back. Does he really have his credibility back from losing to Johnny Knoxville? I don't think so. But
Nah.
we'll just believe him. We'll just believe him, okay? He has me blocked on Twitter. I can't do anything about it anyway. But still, it's regardless. They gave this shit a C+. I think you're kind of reaching, but I give this a C at most. And then this worthless final face-to-face RK-Bro, Drew McIntyre, the Bloodline. This shit was disgustingly bad. And the thing is, it wasn't the brawl part wasn't bad. It's the shit before it. Drew McIntyre, RK-Bro come out. They're saying, whatever town that they were in, acknowledge me, said Drew McIntyre. No. Matt Riddle was like, no. We don't do that. That's that dude Roman. But what I acknowledge is that Randy Orton is my best friend.
Acknowledged.
Right? Acknowledged. This shit was fucking disgusting. And then Randy was trying to acknowledge something about Riddle, and obviously that was acknowledged. Then Riddle was trying to acknowledge the thighs of both Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton, saying yes, Drew's yours look stronger, but Randy's is bigger. And then everybody was like, acknowledged. That's fine. That's fine. Shit is so bad, dude. And then Randy was saying, hey, I acknowledge the fact that I might still have a handprint on my chest from when Drew McIntyre shot me when we were going at it for the WWE title. Acknowledged.
Yeah, acknowledge. Yeah,
And then, and then Drew McIntyre finally said, before everything all kind of went down to shit, well, listen, dude, I remember you kicking me 4 times in the goddamn head before I beat your ass again for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And then they're like, all right, fine, acknowledged. I did do that, fine, whatever. And then everybody else came into play. The Usos, Roman Reigns, all this shit went down. They brawled. They brawled like crazy. RKO's out of nowhere for the Usos. The Usos tried to do super kicks, but no, that did not work. Everything else happened. We had a spear. We had a goddamn Claymore to end the night. And RK-Bro and Drew McIntyre stand tall at the end of the night. They gave this shit a C+. I'll give it that. Fine. C+. That's as high as I'm going for this shit. This is not good. You needed to do the unification match. What I don't understand, Nate, is the fact that didn't a few weeks ago on Friday Night SmackDown, Roman told the Usos to go to Raw, get the tag titles, right? I'm kind of getting through that right now, right?
Yep, indeed.
They go to SmackDown. They do this entire goddamn thing. They have a contract signed on SmackDown for the tag title unification match. We need 4 signatures on this thing to make it official. Roman Reigns then comes out. He picks up the goddamn contract, rips it in half, and makes Riddle eat it. Wasn't Roman Reigns the one person to say, hey, go to Raw, go get those titles? Why would you fucking rip up the contract?
Yeah.
Why?
It's all Vince McMahon's fault.
Oh, but apparently due to Dave Meltzer, this was all part of the plan. The 6-man tag was all part of the plan. Apparently. I call that a fucking lie, dude. There is no way that this was a part of the plan. No way. They're lying to the dirt sheets to cover their own asses for this. There's no way this was part of the plan. No way. I don't get it, bro. I don't think they wanted. I don't think they wanted to do the brand split. Well, the thing is, I don't think they want the brand split to go away. Because if they did, they would have unified the titles. Okay, you did mean go away with it, Tanya. But I don't think they wanted to go away. Because if they did, they would have unified the titles, and we would have been fine with this. But if we get this 6-man tag match again, Nate, inside Hell in a Cell, I'm gonna fucking blow a gasket.
Yeah.
And if we get Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns, their first match inside Hell in a Cell singles wise, I'm done. Because Hell in a Cell matches are supposed to end feuds, not begin them. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. If you're doing a 6-man Hell in a Cell, a 6-man tornado tag Hell in a Cell match between all these 6 men again, I'm going to blow a gasket, guys. I'm going to.
That wouldn't make sense at all.
And don't 50-50 book this. Don't.
Yeah. This don't even make sense at all. Like, I keep saying, like, they should have just stuck it out in the beginning. They should have just stuck it out in the beginning. Shinsuke should have got his match with Roman, even though, like I said, we already knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Roman was going to retain anyway, but it doesn't matter. Drew could fight whoever Drew could fight, probably Corbin again or something. I don't know. And then RK-Bro and the Usos was supposed to unify the tag team title match. that was one of the matches that I was hyped for because I was like, hey, the Usos will win, unify the titles. Roman and the Usos hold all the titles. Bloodline, they hold it for a little bit. The brand split is over. We could combine the tag teams, and yeah.
Right.
So, but nope, they was like, nah, we're not gonna listen to you guys. So we'll go a different direction. You know what? Let's see. Drew isn't doing anything. Let's throw Drew up in there. You know what I'm saying? Let's
I
throw
don't
Drew up
mind
in there.
Drew. I don't mind Drew being in the title picture with Roman. I don't. I'm actually kind of glad that he's in the title picture with Roman because of everything that he's been going through over the past few months. He was in a terrible ass feud with Happy Corbin, and we all know how that fucking went down. Drew McIntyre is a world champion type caliber superstar, so obviously him going up against Roman does make sense. Does he deserve it? Kinda? No, because he hasn't really done anything in order to prove it, but he's here. It's not even winner takes all. It's not, there's no titles on the line for this. So who cares? If we do this whole 6-man tornado Hell in a Cell with all the titles on the line, I don't even think that's going to even help my excitement because it doesn't need to happen. And if we're getting Drew versus Roman all the way to SummerSlam, give me a fucking break. Because SummerSlam is not until the end of July. Bruh. I don't know, bro. But that's it, guys. That's it for your Friday Night SmackDown post-show review right here on Outside the Brand. You guys have anything else you guys want to talk about before we get the hell out of here?
Nah. I about to say did well. I about to say, did you hear what Riddle said in his promo before they came out to the ring, where he was talking about
Was he doing some high shit again?
yeah, it was I think it was Kayla interviewing him and Randy, and Kayla was like, yeah, Drew McIntyre says that I mean not Drew McIntyre, Roman, I think it was either no, it was Paul Heyman because Roman didn't talk. So Paul Heyman was like, yeah, he said, you know what? He said, we don't care about Riddle. He's actually, I think Riddle be sticking his foot in his mouth or something like that. Or the Usos, I think, said that. Somebody, one of them said it. But so Riddle was like, yeah, he said, I heard what they said. And he said, they really think that I be sticking my food in my mouth. They're like, who? He said, who am I to judge what people put in their mouths? And I was like,
Oh
whoa.
my Jesus.
And I was like, whoa.
I must have been in the kitchen because I did not hear that shit. That's disgusting, Riddle. You are a fucking
And then, and then Randy put his hand on his shoulder like, hey, this isn't the right time.
nah. Let's not do this, okay? Okay, HDZ. What men are you talking about? You're just saying opinion on men. On Randy Orton. I One of the greatest.
One of the goats.
Yeah, Randy's phenomenal, dude. He just celebrated, I believe, 20 years in the business.
Indeed.
And yeah, he's one of my favorites of all time for sure. It's easily he's easily and I don't know where he would rank all time for me, but he's definitely up there for sure. Josh is asking, what if The Rock returns to confront Roman at Backlash? I think it's too soon. I think
That's
it's too soon.
I said the exact same thing. I said it would be way too soon. I
Yeah.
said because we're all expecting him to show up like somewhere around
Maybe Rumble.
yeah, I was
I'd
about
give
to say
him Rumble.
Rumble or something like that before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Fastlane or
It's just
something.
way too soon. Um, But Brock and Roman, that will happen. With no titles, I want it to be with no championships.
Yeah, me too.
But it should happen during the Rumble, like during the actual road to WrestleMania from Rumble on. Did you not hear Madcap say about Corbin? We did. We kind of went over whether it's like the Bald Wolf Corbin or something like that.
Yeah, like I said, it looked like Hot Topic threw up on your chest.
Oh yeah, Hot Topic
Oh
threw up
my
all over your
God.
body or whatever. And I have to admit, some of the stuff that he does have, it does make me chuckle. It's not making me laugh out loud, but he does have some good stuff there. It doesn't need to be for the Universal Championship. It doesn't need to be for any of the titles, honestly. I know the championships are unified and everything, but if what I am predicting is true, we do get Cody versus Roman at some point during the times. I don't know if it's going to be for one championship or for both, but to me, Cody Rhodes is legitimately the only person to beat Roman. And I know a lot of people are going to be pissed off about that because, oh my gosh, an AEW executive had to be the one to beat Roman. Look at the landscape of WWE right now. Other than Roman, fucking Roman's the champion. Other than Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes, who else you got? You know Drew McIntyre's not winning. Randy Orton is in a tag team, so that can't happen. Cody Rhodes is the only person.
True.
Whether that happens due to Money in the Bank or normal, I don't know. Would I like seeing Cody win Money in the Bank? I kind of would, honestly, but I don't know. I know it's too early, but what do you think will happen at Hell in a Cell? We kind of talked about that earlier, HD. I'm really hoping it's not a 6-man Hell in a Cell match between the 3 men at Backlash. If it's not, and it's just Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns inside Hell in a Cell for the title, Roman has to win that. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I think Nate agrees with me there. But yeah, it has to be either one of those two matches. But if it is that 6-man Hell in a Cell, you have to put all the titles on the line, all of them. Especially unifying the tag titles, especially that. That's hopefully. Those are probably going to be the two scenarios that they're probably thinking of right now. And then Nate, Josh is saying we might see Cody versus Roman at SummerSlam. Your thoughts on that? I think that's a perfect place.
Yeah, I was about to say, I agree with that because I have Cody winning Money in the Bank also.
Okay.
If not Cody, then I really can't think of anyone else that could be a great fit to win it. I don't know. It's such a toss up with WWE nowadays. It's like you don't know really. But yeah, like Cody is like the only one that I could really think of that could win Money in the Bank, and then that leads into the match with Roman at SummerSlam. So yeah, I agree with all that, and hopefully it happens. So.
Here's the thing, and with Cody winning Money in the Bank, I would not mind that at all, honestly, because I was going back and forth with this with some people, and I'm kind of on board that if Cody won Money in the Bank, the only way that I would have him beat Roman is due to the cash-in. Because I don't know if I'd want to see Cody pin Roman clean in a one-on-one, full-on, like 20, 25-minute banger. I don't know. Oh, I know people would not like that very much because obviously AEW, WWE shit, but But if it was due to a cash-in, people might take it a little bit less. I don't know. It's a very sticky situation with Roman and Cody, because you see the story right there. Because I said Cody. Jesus, I need to go to bed. Because Cody wants a world championship for his father. It's in the entire story. And Roman, he's obviously trying to keep his family legacy alive. So the Anawais and the Rhodes family go back entire generations. The story is right there. It's just a matter of how they book it. I think we can book that shit easily, and we can make it absolutely stellar.
Right.
And Cody with his storytelling, my God, imagine what these two can do. And Roman's natural ability in the ring. I mean, these guys are going to do great things. It's just a matter of what they do. It's just a matter of what WWE wants to do with them. Cody's obviously going to want a great match. And with Roman, he can get that. With Roman being the tribal chief right now, and with Paul Heyman by his side, these two can create a phenomenal story. As if WWE wants to continue letting them build upon it.
All right.
It's right there, guys. And I know, like, a ton of people, dude, they look at me when I'm telling all this shit like I'm fucking crazy. Like, oh my gosh, Cody and Roman can't have a good match. They can have a great match. Just let the story develop. Or at least I think it could be a great story, but I don't know.
Right.
And I don't know, guys. That's gonna be it for right now. We'll talk to you guys very soon. Tomorrow on Outside the Brand, we will be doing our full WrestleMania Backlash 2022 predictions. I'll tell you guys probably on TikTok when the time and all that stuff, and obviously I'll be texting the chat and everything if people can be available. But yeah, we'll be going over WrestleMania Backlash in a full show preview, and on Sunday we'll be back here on Outside the Brand. I'm thinking of actually doing two live streams, because I do kind of want to get an Outside the Brand episode to you guys about some news stories that happened earlier on in the week, and obviously the full show review for WrestleMania Backlash. So this is a great we're gonna have a great weekend, guys, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Before we go, any last words?
No, man. Time to go to sleep.
Yes. Yes. All right, guys. Josh, HD, King, Tanya, you guys were absolutely phenomenal tonight in the chat. To all you guys that were active in the chat tonight, I thank you guys so much. Subscribe, hit that bell, and follow us all on TikTok. The merch. Go get the merch.
Go get the merch.
That's bonfire.com, by the way. And you guys can go check out anything that you may have missed on the channel. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow for Outside the Brand episode 178 for the preview and predictions of WrestleMania Backlash. I hate calling it that, but shit. Regardless, it's Backlash. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night, guys. Peace. We the ones. Put up the ones. There you go. You putting up your ones. It's been a while, but we the ones.